So at the moment we have a playable game, but it is a little hard trying to get a character around, particularly if you've drawn your maze and your character just doesn't fit nicely. But there are a couple of things we can do about it. One of them is we can slow him down. So at the moment when I click go and I make him run, it doesn't seem to have gone, run, he actually runs quite fast, and particularly towards the bottom there I can't control him. And I can change these values here to do that. So instead of having it running at 10, I can change the 10 to 5. Okay, so that one is going to be -5. Don't forget we need the minuses in the right place. So I've changed sort of the speed of my character on how fast he runs around. That's 15, not 5. So that's one way of doing it. So when I press the green flag now and try and run around, he should be a bit slow. I think I need to stop it first and then start again. He's a little bit slower, but that gives me a little bit of fine tuning down here. And to be honest, if I really wanted total fine tuning, I could change that to 1. However, if I changed it to 1 and -1, it would be very slow, and I'd probably get a bit irritable that it wasn't going around as fast as I wanted it. So it's up to you to change the speed, but make sure all the speeds are the same. So it'll be a positive and a negative, positive and a negative. So let me just stop that game and start it again. And this time when I go, there you go, I'm pressing the key. I've got very fine control, but it's very, very slow. So I can really place him carefully as I go through. The other thing that I could do, so let's stop that game, let's put this back to 10, is actually change the size of my character. Now, I'm not that bothered about my character at the moment because I know I'm going to use my own graphics later. And when I use my own graphics, they will be a different size anyway. And we will use different graphics because at the moment the cat faces that way. I want my graphics to face the direction that I'm going in, and I've got some special graphics that will do that. But I could change the size of my player. So here if I change it down to 10, he's really, really small. When I click go, then he's really going to fit anywhere. There you go. Even at 10, that's quite large. A jump each time. There you go, I can actually get him through my maze now. That's made it a little bit easier. Now think about it, maybe you'll have a maze later on that is very, very narrow. Then maybe your character can run over a particular gem or item and shrink down so that can actually get through a gap. That's up to you how you play your game or what challenges you put in. But there's 2 little tips on helping your character get through the maze. Let's put him back to 30. Let's stop the game. So one was to change the values that we move. So from 10 to another number. Obviously, if you want to go quicker, you can choose a bigger number. But I wouldn't recommend it for this. Have a go, see what happens. And the other one is to change the actual size of the character. But wouldn't worry about this too much because we'll be changing the costumes of this player a little bit later on. So that's kind of first attempt. We've got 1 or 2 things that we're going to do now to make the game a bit more playable. If you've got this far, then at least you've got a game working. So let's save work to the computer. Okay, and in the next video we will look at a bit more gameplay.